In this video, we're covering the driver of a vehicle at an intersection that contains traffic lights that quickly tries to take a chance in crossing through the intersection before an oncoming vehicle arrives. Let's have a look at the animation. At this point, the traffic light has gone green for both vehicles. The driver of the red vehicle is waiting at the intersection and thinks he has time to quickly cross through the intersection before this oncoming vehicle arrives. However, lands up colliding in the intersection. Now, bear in mind that many people don't have the ability or the skill to be able to judge speed and distance accurately. And so a situation like this could well crop up. So if you were the driver of the green vehicle, just be cautious in entering an intersection where there is a vehicle waiting to turn through the intersection, because that driver may not be able to judge your speed and distance accurately, think that they have time to take a chance in quickly crossing over the intersection, but have miscalculated and so land up colliding with any vehicles entering the intersection. Real life clip. Now notice the traffic light is red for the driver of this vehicle. There is another vehicle in the distance that's approaching at speed. At this point, the driver thinks that he can quickly cut across the intersection before this driver arrives, provided that he had seen this driver, of course. So two things: never approach an intersection at speed. So this driver is to blame partly because you don't want to approach an intersection at high speed. Secondly, this driver should have waited for the traffic light to go green and waited for any oncoming vehicles to clear first of all. So two miscalculations. In the second animation, a little bit similar to the first, excepting that we don't have the driver of the red vehicle now waiting at the intersection for the traffic light to go green. The traffic light's already green for both vehicles. The driver of the red vehicle is approaching in motion, so not stationary, waiting at the intersection, and thinks that he can quickly take the gap. But also, once again, miscalculates with the oncoming vehicle, and so lands up colliding in the intersection. So the difference being, the vehicle is in motion as opposed to waiting at the traffic light to go green, but basically the same error in that the driver thinks that he can quickly cross the intersection but miscalculates. In the real life clip, we've got a driver who's in the road that's at right angles to these vehicles, can't see it as yet. Waiting to, or slightly in motion, but waiting to quickly cross through the intersection, and takes a chance just before a truck arrives. Miscalculates and gets caught by a truck. So we want to make sure, if we were the driver of this vehicle, that any oncoming traffic is clear, and especially if it's a larger vehicle such as a truck or a bus, to know that they don't have that braking power to be able to stop in time if we suddenly turn in front of them. And being a larger vehicle, we're definitely going to come off second best. Please like,
subscribe, and get notified.